Give a signs for those who will care to reflect in life. Just open your eyes and see. Hey, don't be blind, no. Remember only the truth can stand the test of time. So everything shall be revealed. Hey, just wait a while. So arm in arms, we're working very hard, yeah. The more you give, it seems the more the man he wants. Oh yes, we were such good friends, now how do we become? Said I'll have to use good sense, knowledge and wisdom to understand how man to man can be so unjust. I just don't know who to choose. You can go your way, I will go my own. Say the love of Almighty Jah will lead me on. Yes, you go your way, I will go my own. Say the love of Almighty Jah will keep me strong, so strong. Now the things are oh so clear. I've got to make a move. Hey, can't sit around, no. Friends are few who really care. And yes, I'd be a fool, hey, if I didn't know that. Hey, every action will cause a reaction in my eyes. Say reaction can be a blessing in disguise. So I go on and I won't compromise. More strength for the wise. You can go your way, I will go my own. Say the love of the Almighty Jah will lead me on. Yes, you go your way, and I will go my own. The love of the Almighty Jah will keep me strong. Will keep me strong. Strong. Yeah. Come on. Ain't no trouble, son. Signs for those who will care to reflect in life. Open your eyes and see. Hey, don't be blind, no. Remember only the truth can stand the test of time. And everything shall be revealed. Hey, just wait a while. So arm in arms, we're working very hard, yeah. The more I give, it seems the more the man he wants. Yes, he does. I'm gonna push on to do with the things I do. Yes, I will. You can go your way, and I will go my own. See the love of the Almighty Jah will lead me on. You can go your way.
Yes, bless. I am here. I am here, but I'm settling. Yes, I respect. Speak so.
Day after day, I pray and I pray. We could all just learn. We will love one another. A world without no wars, no boundaries, because we need to learn more of needing and sharing and caring. Everyone needs someone, yeah.
Yes, family. Good evening. I'm in the studio. A little bit late, but not late. Yeah. What can I say? Hope you've had a fantastic day. You notice how the weather just suddenly changed, and we ain't even really had what we would normally have our carnival as yet. You know, ordinarily we know winter is coming when carnival has finished, but it's been an extraordinary year. You can feel the cold seeping in. So take note of this, my people. Just imagine the type of winter that we're gonna be having. Yeah. Okay, but you know it going it. Father God have to clean up and replenish His earth. Yeah, because of this COVID-19 thing on out there. Yeah, but just settle and relax yourself and get yourself together. Likewise, myself, and then I'll be right back.
Let us move on hand in hand to the promised land. Stepping one accord, giving eyes to our love. No matter how times are, we must get our love. Sometimes it's so hard to see where you're going. So you got to remember where you're coming from. Overstanding is the only thing that keeps the world turning. Words of righteousness will always live on. Yes, they will. Show love. You got to sow some seeds. Love, love, show love. That's what your children need. Love, yes, you know that we need all the love we can get. Show some love. Show some love. Everyone needs someone. Remember that no man is an island, you know. So don't be afraid to give a helping hand. Tell me, am I not my brother's keeper? Yes, you are. Show love. You got to sow some seeds. Sweet, it's what we need. Show love. Show love.
Yes, family, more love, more joy. Yeah, more understanding, more of everything. Yeah. Now, yeah, before I really get start off on anything, still, must I just pay my respect, to the ancestors on whose shoulders I do stand. The sacrifice that they've made in all these years of myself being on this earth, and to see the predicament that we're presently in, even like today again, we're marching, seeking justice, because where there's no justice, there's no peace, you know what I'm saying? So, respect to the soldiers, them out there on the front line, those who were marching today. As far as I understand, the final destination was Hyde Park. I myself was out there, but I was at Trafalgar Square. Yeah, I was with the tribe. Yeah, and I met some brothers, sisters, just a new family and everything, again, yesterday, Trafalgar Square, I wasn't there because I was going to be at Trafalgar Square today. And yeah, there's just so much things happening, but it's good to know that family, you're coming out of rehabilitation and coming to face our reality, that reality of life. Life goes on. You know what I'm saying? Life goes on, and the system is being exposed for what it is. Whether we believe it to be a fraud, this pandemic, or some of us who still are locked up indoors, I can understand the embarrassment it is to your system in that we have subjected yourself to all this inconvenience only to find out that you're being tricked, in some one way or the other, but I'm not here really to judge anybody, but I've maintained this stance all along, but at the same time, we can't be breaking the law. Yeah, even though it's so evident that the government don't know what they're doing, and you have to really wonder to yourself if there is a government because they're not really sitting down and reasoning. Yeah, and insofar as this confidentiality, I don't know how that is possible on Zoom. Yeah, so that is an issue in itself, and it just goes to expose the hypocrisy of the whole thing. Yeah, so we are where we are, and with that, obviously, we have to deal with the realities of things. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, for today, we're expecting a couple young entrepreneurs, two young men, one by the name of Ish and Kaz. Yeah, and they're basically in the industry where it comes to deal with clothing. I mean, what they're working on really is like trainers. But when they're in the studio, they will have to explain for themselves because obviously they're best qualified to do so. I'm interested, I'm excited because they're young blood and they seem to be taking the course of direction that we need. And we know that our young people, once they're engaged and they've got the space, they will do their thing because they are the future and the world is open up to them. But with all that being said, I'd like to obviously to thank management, technicians for affording me this platform, for myself to know myself, and for you also to know thyself, and to look at our mindset in this time as to where our consciousness lies. Are we able to finally liberate our mindset to enable us to have a level playing field, to exercise equal rights and justice? Because Africa is without a doubt calling, and calling its children home. So, with all being said, let's just take a break, play some more tunes, and we'll be right back again at you. Blessings.
As you open your eyes, remember to give God the glory. And you must realize the love He has for us, for Him to rise with today. To rise be giving all my thanks and be paying time and reverence. The punishment for disobedience is only sorrow and pain. So tell me why the fight? Why you killing one another? Yeah. Why don't we all unite like sisters and brothers? So you can see the war, you see a blood that a road, a judgment come. Seize the war, seize the war.
Yeah, big respect must be said, yeah, for Sevens. Yeah, the works that you're doing, my sister, they are being revealed out in the general public. So more strength to yourself, be encouraged, and let us set the agenda.
The road will be rough ahead. A situation can get very jaded. Yeah. Remember what the Natty said. A one love we want them day. So seize the war. A blood that a run, judgment come. Seize the war. Hey, hey, hey. Seize the war. A blood that a run, judgment come. Seize the war.
Yeah, respect also goes out to the 100 gun drum salute family. You notice we just said gun. But yeah, the foundation is being laid. Yeah, obviously we thank the family and the team for having provided that means of the heartbeat and the spiritual upliftment to enable those of us so far to have experienced that semblance of that spiritual rites of passage. Yeah, respect goes out also to Ras Chubby and the Nyabingi crew. They were out there today in Hackney. I will endeavor to be with you tomorrow. Yeah, but again, that is like a part time because there's a thing there's a show that's happening up there in Pims Park in the afternoon. I think it's called the Enfield Festival with Victor Romeo, Janet Kay, and Carol Thomas, or Thompson rather. Yeah, so yeah, those of us who are familiar with the music over the years, Lovers Rock, yeah, we'll be out there in support of. Yeah, so just have to spend as much time as is possible together, yeah, whilst we're all coming out of rehab. Yeah, it's good to know finally. Yeah, you can't make society take away your life. Yeah, in the manners it's been doing and leading us blindly. Yeah, to the noose. You know what I'm saying? Because even those who have confined themselves indoors, they're turning in against themselves. You know, what kind of life can that be when you don't have the space as the privileged do? Yeah. So more strength out there, family, and please take note that the time is going to get dark very, very soon. It's going to be getting cold. Yeah, so if just think about it. If summer was as summer was, just think what winter is going to be like. So now is a time when you really have to consider the provisions inside your household. Yeah, we don't know what tricks the government have up their sleeves, but in the dark, they're likely to get away with anything. Yeah. So just bear those little things in mind. Yeah, as we go through. Yeah. So stay blessed and keep your ears, your eyes, everything just peep. Yeah. Don't go blindly. Now is the time to wake up.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. They say that I run away, say yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. When I saw my tearing soul, I made a freedom running to the country. But when he knew I was missing once more, he said he's never down for not to find me. Yeah. The faster I go, the more I hear my own heart beat inside me. And that's how I know the brainwash education couldn't hold me. I've met many more soldiers on my way. And there is one thing that Paul would say, oh Lord, I'm glad to be a freer, remembering all the patriots who died along the way. We don't be free today. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
Oh gosh, man. Yes, family, respect. Yeah, as has become customary, I'd like to share with you a few words from the good book, as I've been doing for the past few months now. Yeah? And the word goes, one who knows from where they come and where they are going will inspire others by their good examples. One must always utilize all your thoughts and knowledge to the ultimate objective of moral satisfaction and pride and the pride of mankind. Yeah, so these are the words which I'm sharing with yourself. It goes somewhere to deal with our attitude, our need to be selfless in this time, in order that our ancestors will be proud and for ourselves, our community, to share in our overall gratitude, which should be to each and every one of us. Yeah, we live in a time that we no doubt need for our youngsters to be mindful of the opportunity that is in front of them now. We as elders, we've reached a stage where we've seen all the tricks and that we are just here now to remind you that not all that glitters is gold insofar as the youngers are concerned. Yeah? So our young lions, young soldiers, yeah, be upright, yeah, be knowledgeable. We know you are prepared, but let's get this togetherness sorted out. Yeah, one love, one aim, one destiny.
It's to no avail. Youth's got to recognize the motherland again. I'm living in a danger zone, so far away from home. Look how they're taking advantage of wicked. Oh, Babylon, you're wrong, so wrong, so wrong. A power gun, hold on. I said your judgment won't be long. Oh, brother man, be strong. Put down your weapon, oh Lord, cause divide and rule is the wicked one's master plan. Why y'all? Oh, many have lost their lives fighting for the cause, and oh, so many know not what they're fighting for. Many warriors have been compromised, fought with the riches and the lies, and so the killings increase more and more. Yeah. Hatred only makes hatred multiply. For so long we've seen cause of color many good men die. So if they knew what life was worth, they would do good with their time on earth. One and all must unify. Tell them, oh Babylon, you're wrong, so wrong, so wrong. A power gun, hold on. I say your judgment won't be long. Oh brother man, be strong. No bother what a man complexion, oh Lord, cause divide and rule is the wicked one's master plan. Your master plan, yeah. Only spells destruction for I and I. Yeah, we got to come together to overcome brainwash mentality, you know. Break these chains that hold I down, hold I down. Oh Babylon, you're wrong, so wrong, so wrong. Oh power God, hold on. I said your judgment won't be long. Oh brother man, be strong. Put down your weapon, oh Lord, cause divide and rule is the wicked one's master plan. Oh Babylon, you're wrong, so wrong, so wrong. Oh power God, oh Lord, I said your judgment won't be long. Oh brother man, be strong. Don't judge a man by his complexion, oh no, cause divide and rule is the wicked one's master plan.
Yes, divide and rule by no doubt. It is their master plan, you know, but they say they fool some people some of the time, but they can't fool all the people all of the time, you know. So the time is no doubt at hand, you know, and you know we have to wise up, people. Yeah, we have to wise up because you know it's can't just keep repeating itself. Yeah, and my respect obviously goes out to all those who are on the front line, those who are in the know, and is now passing the information out by means of the social networks out there. You know, so what was hidden from the wise is now being revealed to our babes and our sucklings. You know, so respect for the time to which we are at. Yeah, so I'm anxiously now waiting for the young entrepreneurs to present themselves, you know. But I must make a salute again further to my brother Omawali who braved the elements. Well, it's not even so much the element because I know they've taken himself away by having a break, but it seems as though he's injured himself in the process. So he's in a very much of a recovery mode. Yeah. But to the family, Great Chineri and those who are out on the storytelling break, you know, away from the concrete jungle of society. You know, my respect to you, family out there. Um, as you're aware, the thousand drum salute that continues to grow. So I'm gonna be encouraging of you to continue to learn the beat, check out the channel, the YouTube, where you can link us up, yeah, and be further advised as to where we are in our own development, yeah. So the Uncombosi PACF PASCF events, and obviously if you care to sign up, yeah, and to check out the website, yeah, then yeah, no doubt you'll be further helped. Yeah, there's a YouTube channel, PSC events at gmail.com, yeah, where you got the drum doctor, Omar Wali, yeah, and without a doubt, we know the purpose that we're here, and we know that there are different styles also of drum playing. We're conscious of that, yeah. But what we're asking is for each group or each individual that you certainly learn the the unity beat, yeah, because that you will identify, you will know, and then you'll be able to make your improvisation if you're more efficient, yeah. But we need a beat that is going to unify us, that we can understand, and that will bind us, yeah. So my respect to all drummers out there, yeah. We and if there is such a thing amongst us insofar as egos, and again we need to set that aside, yeah. As a sister reminded me, I think last week or the week before, there are 33 London boroughs, and we would certainly like to have at least 100 drummers in each borough, and with their respective leaders. And for that to be able to come together, it would mean then we would have over 3,000 drummers. Yeah, so it's not impossible. Yeah, it's achievable, and the will is within us. Yeah, so let's not ponder too much. Just learn, and then when the summer comes back, then you will see. And we're identifying the places where we need to really shake up, you know. So Babylon system, but as you see it here now, by next year when the sun starts shine, yeah, and the fire start to burn, yeah, then all wickedness will have to step aside. Yeah, they have to take with themselves. But how fit, how prepared are we? We're marching up and down the road, yeah, and what is our aims, our objectives? Ultimately, we know is to be living in peace and harmony, for justice and equal rights, because if we don't have these things, then the whole Mother Earth is going to suffer, because Western society is a throwaway society, and it's like they want to throw away all of our nature, yeah, all of our nature, and they want to hoard everything, put it in a bank, but nothing in a bank is relatively safe, yeah. The earth is the Lord, the fullness there is. So we need to acquire back our land. If anything, we need to take it back and tell them to take for themselves. Yeah? But are we at that stage as yet? It doesn't appear to be so. Yeah? But nonetheless, it's been very encouraging from what I've seen. Yeah, I think I was watching something the other day, company with CJ Rose. I was seeing family member Femi Bogle Agassi. And yeah, it was very encouragement to hear what she had been saying. And I look very much forward to part two, and the development which is happening internationally, and the direction which has been given. Not that it's new, because we've always heard that Africa is no doubt calling its people home, but we've not really been paying their attention. But again, as Marcus Garvey said, black people are not going to know themselves until their backs against the wall. And I think finally we've come to realize that our backs are against the wall. You know, rumor has it that even the Black Panther actor that died recently was in fact poisoned. Maybe because he had too much influence, because I myself I saw that movie and it really was uplifting, in that it showed us more than what the future, can afford us. So it really pricked our consciousness. And for that reason, there is a new awakening amongst us. So don't think it's this Black Life, or what's his name, that had died in America that had triggered this. It was always there. But again, they've come up with some idea, some plan, which they are gonna be trying to railroad us down a path which is not of our own determination. So I'm asking you, my family, to be conscious and be aware of all tricks. As I've said previously, Black Lives Matter, the abbreviation really should be about us liberating our minds. So just think about it that way, people. My beautiful people out there. So, let it roll, let it roll.
The fool has never been told. While I'm living, thanks I'll be giving to the Most High. I'm a living while I'm living, to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day. Only I in the price, I'm a leg we have to pay. While our leaders play, all I see, people are rip and a rob, all are grave. Thief never love is a thief with long bag. No love for the people who are suffering bad. Another toll to the poor, may God help his soul. What is to stop the youth from get out of control? Full up of education, yet no own a payroll. The clothes from me back of countless I owe. Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. I'm a living while I'm living, to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day, with only hiking the price. I'm a leg we have to pay. While our leaders play, me say who can afford to run will run, but what about those who can't? They will have to stay. Opportunity a scarce commodity. In this time I say, when mama spend her last and send you go class, never you ever play. It's a competitive world for low budget people, spending the time while earning a nickel, with no regard to who it may tickle. My cup is full to the brim. I could go on and on, the fool has never been told. This life we get me down. On and on. Got to survive. On and some way, somehow. On and on. I could go on and on. The fool has never been told. I'm a living while I'm living, to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day, with only I in the price. I'm a leg we have to pay. While our leaders play, all I see, people are rip and a rob, all are grave. Thief never love is a thief with long bag. No love for the people who are suffer real bad. Another toll to the poor, may God help his soul. What is to stop the youths and get out of control? Full up of education, yet no own a payroll. The clothes by your back have countless I owe. Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. I'm a living while I'm living, to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day. Only I in the price, I'm a leg we have to pay. While our leaders play, me say who can afford to run will run, but what about those who can't? They will have to stay. Opportunity a scarce commodity. In this time I say you, when mama spend her last and send you go class, never you ever play. It's a competitive world full of project people, spending their time while earning a nickel, with no regard for who it may tickle. My cup is full to the brim. I could go on and on, the full has never been told. Could go on and on, the full has never been told. Could go on and on, the full has never been told. Could go on and on, the full has never been told. Could go on and on, the full has never been told.
We could go on and on and on. Yeah, but in life we must go on, because we say enough is enough, and it's onwards and forward now. Yeah, onwards and forward. Yeah, so further to that, I say respect goes out to the brothers, yeah, around Black is Beautiful. Yeah, I think it was Terrell. You know, and their branding, you know, which looks so interesting. Yeah, so I look forward to linking with yourselves at some point, my brother. And to my sister Carla, respect for the invite, and obviously was there to be able to represent and to support the poets, the rappers, you know, with our art beat, our drum beat. And yeah, down there today at Trafalgar Square, it was again quite moving. You know, I remember being there years previous when they were occupying the main square, and I was very impressed with all that had happened, because knowing that is the heart of where you say the institution. You know, you've got what you say Buckingham Palace up the road, you've got Westminster, the House of Parliament, you know, House of Lords. All of their institutions is round and about that place, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is a case that, you know, we have to go to the foundation, yeah, and to prick their conscience, yeah, as to our nature, or their lack, their humanity, you know, that which they lack, you know. So for those of us who are out there organizing, planning, you know, these conscious, uplifting, positive and vibrations that's been generated from them, you know, I say respect, you know. And before I forgot, if I've not already mentioned, I'd like to obviously pay my respect to the Sunderland's family for the passing of their mother, you know, their loved one, their family, namely Miss Hyacinth Sunderland. I myself got to know her, Hyacinth, as being a member of the Enfield community, and again remembering that when she herself became a Labour councillor, you know. So my respect and salute to yourselves, family. I wish you more strength, more understanding. Obviously, we know when a loved one is lost, you know, it is sometimes hard to take, but one need to connect with your spirituality to know that she's gone on to give her reports, yeah, amongst the ancestors, because as I've often said, it's not how long we live, but what we do in our allotted time, you know. And for one who had served in the NHS, she had been giving, you know. So God always knows when the time is ripe, yeah. So we have to understand, yeah. So blessed love, more family, and more strength goes out to you, yeah. Okay, bear with me, family.
Last our Father, strength and Redeemer, who daily leadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation, Selah. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto God, the Rastafari, the Selassie, our Father, strength and Redeemer, the Lord belongeth the issues from death. The Lord God, the Almighty, the Selassie, our Father, strength and Redeemer, shall rule the head of his enemies, and hear his scalp of such an one as goeth unstill in his trespasses. you make me mad. I'm feeling like I'm gonna break your head. Whoa, whoa. I am vexed. I can't pretend. I am vexed, and I don't intend to deny it. I am vexed. Yes, I've got to show it. I am vexed. I know I just can't hide it. You regard us as animals, our predecessors as cannibals. You say we came from the hate, but we know the truth. So you are late. We know where we are going, and we know where we're from. So to hell with you and your brainwashed education. Vexed, I can't pretend. I am vexed.
Yes, family. Yes, family. Yeah, we've got our guests in the house, you know. And as the man said, we are blessed. Yeah, so we just have to circle a little, and then we are going to come back again, yeah? All right, bless.
Coming with your bag of tricks, telling us nothing but foolishness. How much you are our superior and sin cause our complexion to be looking like this. Whoa, whoa, I am vexed. I can't pretend. I am vexed, and I don't intend to deny it. I am vexed. Yes, I've got to show it. I am vexed. I know I just can't hide it. Hey, Mr. Langton, you shouldn't say what you said. Now you make me mad. I'm feeling like I'm gonna break your head. Oh Lord, I am vexed. I can't pretend. I am vexed, and I don't intend to deny it. I am vexed. Yes, I've got to show it. I am vexed. I know I just can't hide it. You regard us as animals, our predecessors as cannibals. Yes, you say we came from the hate, but we know the truth. So you are late. We know where we are going, and we know where we're from. So to hell with you.
There was good and evil. We chose good. Why raise the time of the Most High, ye sons of men? The rich man's wealth is in the city. Yeah. Destruction of the poor is his poverty. Lord, destruction of your soul is vanity. Yeah, yeah. Do you hear? I wanna rule my destiny. Yeah, I wanna rule my destiny. Whoa, whoa, destiny. Mama, look from when you call me. Destiny. Mama, look from when you call it. I wanna rule my destiny. Yeah, yeah. Oh, help I please. Jah make me rule my destiny. Oh, Lord, I've been blessed, I've been touched. I love Jah so much. They keep fighting me. I'm not giving up. May the realms of Zion fill my spiritual cup. Wisdom overstanding must never be too much. Give I protection day and night from even the pestilence that walk at a daylight. Destiny, Mama, look from when you calling. Destiny, Mama, look from when you calling. I wanna rule my destiny. Yeah, oh, help I please. Jah make me rule my destiny. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cast away their cards some more. precision, restraining the Edens with a rod of iron. You know not the destiny of a next man, why hold him? Set him free for too long. I wanna rule my destiny. Oh yeah, I really wanna rule my destiny. Hear me call, call, call. Destiny, mama look from when you calling. Destiny, mama look from when you calling. I wanna rule my destiny. Oh, hey, help I please. You don't wanna rule my destiny. Where could I found? My destination is homeward bound. No forces try hold I down. Breaking chains has become the norm. I know I must get through, no matter what I want. Destiny, mama look from when you calling. Destiny, mama look from when you calling. Let me rule my destiny, Lord.
Yes, family, we have to rule our own destiny. Yeah? And I've got in the studio with us today, we've got two young entrepreneurs. Yeah, I've got Ish. Yeah, with Ish Kicks. Yeah, but listen, man, it's best you just explain. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Ish, also known as Ish Kicks, owner of the Ish Kicks Limited brand. What we do is we customize trainers and leather goods, any leather footwear.
Okay. So I just know that the youngers who's out there listening from the here trainers being personalized, that is an exciting thing because they're thinking about how they can make sure that what they have on, their friends ain't basically wearing the said same thing. So I'm taking it that's where your customization comes in. It makes it more unique.
Yeah, I started due to the fact that I wanted to be the only one wearing that specific colorway or that specific model of the trainer. That's how I got myself involved within the whole customizing scene and changing up the look of your footwear. So
Okay.
as I've gone over the years, gained some more experience, managed to obviously transfer this skill to a few other people, but yeah, we do customize any sort of footwear.
Okay. Well, obviously, the environment which I met you was up there in Edmonton Green, and I'm fortunate at this particular time that we've got the likes of Colin from 21.
21K digital.
Yeah, 21K Digital. You know, I've featured some of the senior staff members, and I'm excited as well. I suppose Colin is more so excited than even me because you're sharing his space. But I think the honor is with us all to see the energy and the foresightedness coming from yourself. You know, in that you've used your creativity to, in fact, try to create an industry which other young people are going to be drawn towards. So anything that we obviously can do to encourage, to facilitate yourselves as youngsters, because we know the history, but you are the future, you are the energy, you know. So that's what we want to be pushing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I notice Kaz is there, you know, but I mean it's probably going to be better. Okay, yeah. Well, just introduce yourself and then you can kick back.
Evening everyone, my name is Kaz. I work with Ish on the Ish Kicks brand. I'm seen as the brand strategist, but to be honest, I just see myself as the helping hand. Look after the finances, you know, anything to do with marketing, and in general, just pushing out the brand as much as I
Okay.
can.
Okay, so you're the money man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm coming to realize that maybe that mic wasn't up sufficiently for you to have said, but it's just as well. Obviously, you've introduced. You said the role that you played. So we go back. You probably will have to revisit what was said before. But yeah, as you've heard there from Kaz. Yeah, Kaz is the ambassador on the branding side, on the business and on the finance side, which also incorporates all the marketing. So again, I'm keen to get to know more about like yourself, what you're doing, and how you could even help the brand that I'm presently engaging on. Yeah, but my brand, obviously, our brand is an international thing anyway. Yeah, but my brand is designed in a way that it's a hook, it's a catch. Yeah, and it makes a statement in itself. You know, but I'm excited with the personalization of the trainers. Yeah, so take us through the process insofar as the trainers. You know, and the other thing I must emphasize, like these brothers there from our side, which is Enfield Edmonton. Yeah, we know there aren't any boundaries, yeah, insofar as our love, peace and harmony and connection is concerned, you know. But it's good to know that within our community we can hold the council to account to make sure they make provisions for yourself. Yeah, that's the only difference in the border situation as far as we are concerned as elders. Yeah. So tell us more about Ish Kicks.
So the way it would operate is more like whatever you are looking to wear, for example, say you've got a footwear that don't match the outfit that you're looking to wear, come to the obviously premises, the office, and we will be working on making a design or developing a sort of colorway that you would like or you'd see yourself wearing a lot more. Meaning that footwear is always going to be in fashion, meaning that business could always be there, depending on how often you put yourself out there, showing people that you are obviously customizing. But Ish Kicks as a brand itself, we do love our customer care. Like, we take care of our customers very, we pay attention to that factor very importantly. So I was just gonna say, like, in terms of we got insurance that covers the shoe because it's a custom. I tend to tell customers that treat it more like a designer because, you know what I'm saying, you want to rock it more than once. So treat it like you're walking the red carpet every time you wear it out. Just put some respect on it. And yeah.
Okay, so that give a little bit of a indication that it should be worn on the special occasion. It shouldn't be like your everyday trainers.
It can be your everyday trainers, but I would rather you communicate with me telling me that you'd like to make this on your everyday trainers, because in that factor, I know why I need to know that, because the paints that will be and the material that will be used will be completely different.
Okay, well, I'm obviously thinking that you're out on the road and man's playing ball, so what, that means you can't join in the game or you have to change your trainers.
You wouldn't play football with your Louboutins or your Dior runners, so I wouldn't expect you to play football in a designer, which is currently myself, shoes, like, just out of respect and out of obviously passion for your own footwear.
Okay, so I mean that's a point I'm making.
Yeah,
You can have your special trainers that goes with your special suit that you go out. So when you go out and you're dropping it, nobody else has got your things on.
That's right. That's how it's meant to be.
So I can appreciate spending on the trainers that way.
Yeah,
because I know it's a competitive world, you know what I'm saying? You got your garment. If you never design and make your garment, when you go out there, you're going to see another man in your things.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm that way inclined. You know, I've got garments that's older than my kids. You know what I'm saying? And when I wear them, I look on it and like to say, yeah, it's like you're showing off. You know, but they don't know how old the garments is. You know, but it was a good and sound investment.
And I'm just going to ask you this question. Why is it that you got this garment that is so important to you, and when do you bring it out?
No, well, I bring it out whenever I feel like. But my garments are obviously comfortable. Yeah, but it's more comforting when you know when you put it on, there's nobody else.
Nobody else wearing. That's the authenticity of wearing your own, having your own custom footwear, for example.
Yeah, but it's part of our culture. We're creative. We're individual when it comes to certain things. You know, because in our days we used to have a high waistband with untold amount of zips, special shoes. You know what I'm saying? We always sought our own identity. Yeah, but I suppose where the world is presently with as far as a movement, we've come to realize our identity is part of our own creativity. It's just that historically, and the difference is now you're taking ownership of what you're doing, and hopefully you're not going to sell out, because when Western society see the success or the potential success of what you're doing, they try and capture the market because you're going to be competing. Even though like you're putting those things on the trainers, making it unique, eventually they're going to say, well, boy, it's not even the trainers they're buying. It's not their brand they're buying. It's the potential that you're adding to their brand,
the brand.
that makes people come to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you see I'm coming in at you, and I was very interested in where you get these trainers, man.
Yeah, I remember.
You understand? So if you get the trainers made and you do your thing, yeah, then it becomes yours holistically. The fact that you're impacting on somebody, they might be okay with it at the moment, but once they see the competition,
it's gonna be like, no.
and that's where the branding comes
Yeah,
in.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? That's just thinking in the long term. That's why I see the likes of myself. I'm moving so slow, yeah, to make sure that there is a market, and I know there's a market out there. And again, what I'm excited because I really this real active structured supported solutions, yeah, which spells out when you look at it the acronym which says RAS. That's what I want to be able to give the young people. You understand? So it replaces the Nike and the Adidas. You understand?
Yeah.
So you can then put your stamp on this RAS thing. You see what I'm saying? And then people are going to say RAS because it's your thing and what it represents. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing when you add to other people's thing, but right now we're at a stage where we want to do our own thing. Yeah.
That's where we are.
From the ground.
Yeah,
come
from the
in.
ground up. That's where it
Come in.
started underground, really in my own room. Always been like that, and it was looking to be like that for the longest until opportunity came at hand, and I'm more than happy to take that, and I'm going to use that and make it go bigger and
Bigger.
bigger and bigger.
Okay. Well, the way it's going to get bigger is obviously you need some big artists. Yeah, you need some Stormzy, so you need to get to them
Yeah.
kind of man there. Yeah, to
that's
Get the
personalize.
right people to wear it.
Yeah, to personalize it. Yeah, and then you will get recognized, and then your reputation then is on the line.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you're, as you're saying rightly, you need, and you've already started to train others to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But the other fear factor, and which you need to identify, is as people see your success, and you train them, yeah, they sometimes will wanna deviate.
Yeah, that's like that's where like that's like marketing 101, yeah. So like in marketing or even in just like in business in general, yeah. There's like your SWOT analysis, yeah. Most people know this is like your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and your threats. So like you just pointed out, I mean, teaching people how to do your own craft can sometimes be seen as a threat, but then right now, because even we're growing, we see it as an opportunity. So it's like, if you can show someone how to do something that I'm doing, then I'm going to get better as well. But then down the line, like you said, rightfully, it's possible that maybe one or two of them might think, wait, hold on, maybe I'm better than the guy that taught me. And that's kind of where the whole thing with the master and the student thing comes in. And the student eventually is meant to take over the master. But to be honest, the way we see it is, as long as it fits with the brand, which is to help others, like provide good customer care, like I don't think it'll ever be a threat. It'll probably just carry on being an opportunity.
Yeah, well, what I would like to think is obviously that they would like to fulfill the aims and the objective, and they become another link in the chain, and they strengthen you. Oftentimes we'll find in the past is rather than compliment the same way you had that good intention, then that boils up into like an element of jealousy and competition, which there need not be, because they will look and say, okay, well, you're making X amount more and you're not giving them their due reward. You understand? And then they decide to go out there and then try and set up for themselves, not realizing the obstacles. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's how you maneuver and open up.
Alright, let me show you an example, yeah? Or not even an example, let me just say it like this. When I do my workshops, youth clubs that I've done in the past, and other events that I've been to that I've had to obviously showcase my skill, I'm never gonna teach you exactly everything I've learned myself, because everything I do right now is self-taught. It took me time, it took me mistakes, it took me nights for me to get to where I am right now, to a level of I can grab a paintbrush and tell you that I'm going to do something that you are going to like, sir. Just tell me what colors and a paintbrush and footwear. I'm going to do something that you'd like to wear. I'm able to talk with this confidence. Before, I wasn't. So when I do my workshops, I'm not going to teach you the ways that I paint. Or if I tell you right now, I don't even paint with paintbrushes only. You don't know that. I don't just paint with paintbrushes. That's the normal thing that people do. Me, I like to be different.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I've seen some elements of your work.
That's why all that being normal is not really with me. Because I like to be the one outside the box, thinking outside the box and so on. So I don't think I'll ever teach someone exactly how to do it, but I do my workshops to teach you the basics on how to customize a footwear, which is what you need.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, it is a very good idea, and I can see the attractiveness of it. You know, I obviously wish that that in the near future, as you work, because it's just like those artists who paint, whether it's it's not even so much furniture, but more pottery. The most efficient of them, their signature over a period of time appreciate, and is recognized. So the whole idea is that as long as the standard, the quality is there, because there's a risk element as well, because if they don't concentrate, focus, they could always spoil the shoes, because it's two different shoes. So is that case both of them supposed to look the same?
Yep. So I've been through that stress, and this I'm telling you that this is one thing that I mentioned in my workshops. Pain is forgivable. You can forgive and forget, because if I do make a mistake, I'm going to take that whole section out and I have to redo it all again. It's forgivable. You forgave me for the first time. Now I've got another chance to do it again. And if I do make a mistake again, we go again and again and again. I don't do those anymore, but I can tell you that my first few pairs, I've been in that room for a good 3 hours, just me and the trainer just discussing on why is it that I keep doing this part wrong. So it did take some dedication and hard work to get to where we are, and we just hope to move forward, really.
Okay. Well, let Kaz take the hot seat so we can kind of swap. It's going to be easier to swap chairs. So but it's a mindset. Yeah. So I'm taking it that your role is protecting the brand, developing the brand. Yeah. And what else would you say?
So, just a little bit about me. So, last year I graduated from uni, right, with a banking and financial planning degree.
Wow.
But more so, it was the financial planning bit that really grasped me, made me want to carry on studying, push through my degree, because with financial planning, it's something everyone should have as a skill. And when it comes to business itself, it comes to a whole bigger level. So realistically, being from the culture we are as well, I didn't expect myself or want myself to just go straight up into the city, for example, and look for your average desk job, or work my way from the bottom up in a normal corporation, Wolf of Wall Street type of that was my favorite movie, Wolf of Wall Street, yeah. But it's I just didn't want to be at a desk working my way up for someone else that I didn't even know, that was probably outside of my culture. So I thought, why not best to build up with the friends around me? And it was good that I had Ish next to me at the time, because he just needed a bit of help. And that's kind of where I started gaining my own experience. So I was as thankful to Ish as he was to me, because it was you're kind of putting some of your business into my hands, and you're expecting me to help you, and at the same time he was helping me, because literally in a whole year I probably learnt more about building, not so much building a business, but maybe helping maintain a business, especially from the financial point of view, and really trying to crunch numbers and see how they can grow and stuff. And yeah, I'm grateful, man.
Okay, so that is like giving you the practical on and hands-on
Yeah,
experience.
literally.
Okay, and which again, I take it having the qualification is one thing,
Yeah.
but when you go with an employer, they want to know what experience.
Yeah, and it's
what's your
sometimes it's hard.
portfolio.
Yeah, so they might just
They
literally
say.
start you right from the bottom.
Okay.
They might not even let you see their ins and outs. They might just have you sending emails, which is another thing I do for Ishmael. Like that might have been the first thing I done, like sending emails back and forth, like to any potential collabs, like with other businesses and brands. Because I've always been good at writing emails. Like you have to be really formal and stuff, and that opened a lot of doors. Like it got Ish on his youth programs where he was giving the talks, the workshops. Like we wrapped up a load of those just through email conversations. So that was good as well. Obviously social media sometimes, like these days, social media is very important. Social media marketing.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Me personally, I always say this, and people will look at me like, "Rah, that makes no sense," because we're literally in that era. Like, but to me, I don't really believe in social media marketing as much as like word of mouth or face-to-face marketing or just networking in general, because that's even what to me got Ishkick so big. It wasn't so much the social media; it was more like networking, word of mouth, like showing you the trainer in live flesh. You get so.
And I'd
Yeah.
imagine going out there and sporting it and
Yeah, literally
and showing
wearing
off
it on your foot.
and
Because
showing
a
off the
picture
thing.
only tells so much, but it's
Yeah.
when you see it with your in person in the sun, like
Yeah,
you get.
I think also the person that walks in that shoes,
Yeah.
the confidence that it kind of reflect and
Yeah.
generate also makes it kind of the whole thing glow. Yeah, because it's not anybody's just gonna get a trainer's customized.
Yeah,
That's another thing. That person usually they reach a point and say, well, man, I'm always buying trainers, and as soon as I go around the corner, I see man in this.
that's literally the whole point of like what we've been trying to do as well. Like we've really been trying to like with your social following, it's important to know your following, right? Because you don't want to just like you don't want to have a football page and you're trying to like get people that are more interested in basketball and tennis onto your page, right? You just want to get people that love football and live football. So like with Ish Kicks, it's like we want people on our channels or our social following or as our customers, our target audience. We want that to be people that genuinely want to stand out with their own customized trainers. Like if you're someone that would prefer to spend on, let's say, your Nikes and your Adidas and your other like high-end designers each month in and out, then the brand probably isn't for you. Like we might be able to cater to you, of course, because it's still footwear, but we would be lying if we said like we just really like you get. So we really think about that all the time as well. Like we don't like forcing it onto people.
Yeah, but I from that little conversation, I can see the trap that has been set by these big brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no chance in heck then, say, for you as an individual to have one unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless like I say a Usain Bolt that they'll give you a pair of
Yeah.
gold. Yeah, and
Like
then
they'll
you have to
literally sit
read it.
with him and he can go through it. Like yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Individually, you out there,
No.
you're never gonna afford. So they got you in this kind of mental trap. So you're forever chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll never be unique.
No, never.
The only time it's unique is when you personally put your stamp on it. Say, listen, this is what I would like for you to put on this for me, or do whatever you want, but let it say this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you may well, as you've demonstrated, be able to give a better picture because you know as to how the ink is going to flow on the material or the canvas that has been presented to you. Because what you're doing, in fact, is you're making it into an art form. Well, that's how I'm seeing it. You're turning it into an art form as opposed to it just being a trainer with a tick or
No,
a
yeah, it's
Adidas
way
brand on it.
way more art than
There's
just
way more to it.
yeah, literally like that's. You could argue that that's fast fashion that they're doing, which is what a lot of people around the world hate because it's messing up the environment. Like just loads of wasted material, things ain't being recycled. Like shoes just left around and stuff. Like you could say that we're fighting fast fashion in a way because if you was to bring us a shoe and we done it for you like Ish just said, paint's forgivable. You could come back literally a whole 6 months later and change the whole thing again. And that's without buying another shoe from the big corporations, and that's wasting less material. Like, you're slowing down fast fashion. So in a way, we're helping the environment as well. And
Yeah.
like, you get, like, it's not just, you can't just say that we're coming out here to also do the same as them, in a way. So
Yeah, well, I'm gaining a better understanding. The only thing, obviously, that would stop that trainers then from being regenerated
yeah,
is when the soul is gone.
yeah,
Because
that's
that then
true.
is a repair job.
Yeah, yeah,
ultimately.
That's an extra. It's a crazy job.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you know where I'm seeing it, say a year, 2 years down the road, for me the idea would be to go to the place where these trainers are made.
yeah.
You then go with your own,
The actual from scratch. Yeah.
yeah, and where I'm at, where I'm from, you know, because I know you might know that we, especially Jamaicans, we just love Clarks.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just love Clarks, you know what I'm saying? So it would be good to get to the factory, get them to make
yeah, the
your-
special,
a
special,
special,
yes.
and then you art it up.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then your art design, it could be done on a production, then say, or you could keep it personalized. But I know there's people that would obviously
The
pay.
thing is, yeah, some brands do that. For example, there's Nike ID, yeah, but even them, they will limit you, right? As soon as you get in there, you have the idea that, yeah, I'm on Nike ID now, I'm about to make my own shoe. No, you're not. Because they're going to limit it. There's certain sections you can change. There's certain colors, like they might limit you to 5 colors. But you come over to Ish Kicks, there's like a box full of 30, 40 colors that can go on literally any section of the trainer.
Yeah.
But on that other platform, like, it's like, no, like, you have to do it this way and that way. So they're giving you a degree. Of customization, but not the full thing.
Yeah. Well, I think another thing I've come to realize, which is a very hot issue now, is your intellectual properties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
serious
coming to realize that, and a sister was saying yesterday, I was watching something on YouTube where even like our country, our flag, we don't have the ownership of that brand.
Seriously.
I'm saying, how can that be? Because you'll see the Jamaica flag all over the place,
Yeah.
because people can do whatever they want with it.
No, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm also excited to better understand the branding, because obviously that is what I'm in the process of presently doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, insofar as establishing a brand and how it's the best way to set about doing it.
And owning your own, like,
Yeah, and the ownership that we can give to Enfield, then say, so that Enfield would want to back it, because it's going to motivate and galvanize the young people then to be doing more of this.
Yeah.
You understand? Particularly now we're going through what they're considering to be a new world order.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there's nothing new about it
No.
unless the youngsters are creating it.
It's true.
Yeah, because the old world, I mean, we've messed up to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like there's no real legacy that we're leaving yourself, because the world is polluted. Yeah, so we're hoping that there's lessons that you're going to learn from that. The racism has become institutionalized. Yeah, you and your white counterparts were the best of friends until you probably leave university,
Literally.
and you find now when
Yeah.
you both go for the same job.
Someone's not getting it and someone is.
You see what I'm saying? Which makes it even more a mental state of mind for yourself, because you could be even more qualified than him, and he's the one that's still going in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's how they dog us out. Yeah. So we need to harness your creativity at this stage. Yeah, because it's honourable that you probably detected a flaw in the system, because you could have gone,
Yeah, literally.
get rejected, get deflated.
Just mess up your whole aura, your whole.
Yeah, then it
everything.
makes you angry.
Literally. So I just thought there was no need, man.
Yeah, because it breeds resentment. So there's a lot of young people out there, yeah, who have taken that road. They listen to their parents. They've gone to college. They've come with their qualification, and they go to get the job, yeah. And then the institution said to them, nah, yeah, and they're still trying to recover. from that rejection.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm conscious of that, having been in the institutions. Again, Colin is conscious of that because he's been part of some of these institutions. So we've had so much knockbacks that we now are aware as to what is coming. Yeah, but what we lack is the energy, yeah, to do it. And then yourselves now is that new energy. You know what I'm saying? So the skills that you've acquired, it needs to be passed on without a doubt to what we would say the younger generation,
Yeah.
in order for them to take it, understand it, and run with it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, aside from the branding,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you yourself
Yeah.
have got ideas that you're encouraging, and then he's encouraging.
All the time. All the time.
Through those.
Like, I'll be
Okay.
like, Ish, we need this, we need that, we need
Okay.
this, we need that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll need to
sometimes,
make
you
an
know.
appointment to see yourself as well then.
Yeah. Why
Okay.
not?
No, well, I mean that's what it's about, you know, and we really need to be able to, as you see, the space which is up on the balcony there in Edmonton,
Yeah.
we need to work out a strategy in order to occupy all of that space.
Yeah, literally, the whole, if we had all of
Yeah,
that.
all of that upstairs.
Yeah, man.
And even where the gates are, to be able to have the keys so we can lock it. Well, we can't lock one section because there's residential homes up there
Yeah.
as well. But we need to have it so that I think I've seen cameras
I
up
can
there.
see what type of keys do.
Mhm.
For like, you see the units?
Mhm.
One here. So
Mhm.
to gain access to walk past.
Walk past. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm seeing. So I'm definitely going to be dedicating some of my time to make sure I do a lot of the local stuff. Yeah, because I'm not to say I'm all over the place, but I've recently, I think in the last 4 or 5 months, embarked on a journey with 1,000 Drum Ancestral Salute, which started from in Edmonton, because in Jubilee Park we lost a young man who had worked in Edmonton Green. Yeah, so the system had failed us to the extent that led to the death of this young man. So that's where I come in to hold them personally responsible for that. Yeah. So fortunate for us, the management was aware of this young man in the green. Yeah. So where I come in is I'm the one who, to a certain extent, has been working with the family and the friends
Yeah.
to keep the profile, you know, because it happened on my birthday. So it's like, it's not to say it happened at the wrong time or the right time.
Yeah.
It just so happened it happened on my birthday, and I was looking to kind of start chilling out now. You know what I'm saying? But that just kind of wake me up,
Yeah, literally.
and it's brought me back out on the street, because, you know, I knew it was going on. You know, but to a certain extent, you could say I was in denial, because my kids, they're not kids anymore, I've got grandchildren, and I'm seeing life through their successes. Yeah, and because to a certain extent, maybe then they are successful, and I'm seeing other successes, because what I had done previously with Warblow, most of those generation of kids that had been through with Warblow, you know, they're successful in what they're doing, you know. And as a contrast, I can see the failings of local authority, and even a lot of us parents, in that we've not facilitated the kids, because when I got taken out, nobody really stepped in, you know, and I wasn't able to support Colin. So eventually they were able to break him down as well, you know. So it's really encouraging to see yourselves, yeah, presently. Right, so again, you've got a sample. We need to be able, we've got a camera there, and I think we've got another one pointing up there, you know. So I'm taking it, you start, let me just have one of them. So if I handle it, maybe just one. Right, so this is the ideal state
That's
or
the
starting
finished.
point, white.
Yeah, all white.
Starts all white. So all you've introduced is what?
The reds.
The reds.
Everything that's red and black, the black eyes.
Okay, this says Comedy Gargan.
Yeah, that's the name of the brand.
That's the name of the.
The brand. You see the heart in the corner?
Mhm.
That's part of a brand.
Oh, so this is somebody else's brand.
It's a
Yeah.
Japanese brand.
So it's like a collab. It's a Japanese brand.
Okay.
So people tend to wear the red like is a t-shirt that has that same heart that's there.
Okay.
So I've done that the shoes to kind of like it goes with
to
this.
complement the brand's like clothing.
Because they don't do foot. They never used to do footwear like that in terms like a wide range.
Okay. Yeah, well, being honest is like when it comes to the trainers now, it's like my son is the, because I don't know. We were never hot on trainers. We thought trainers is the thing that you use to play football or do some sports in, But now trainers is a thing that you wear out, And obviously I can identify with the comfort, But where you get away is like you have 3 or 4 different pair of trainers, so they should never smell.
Yeah, you gotta rotate them.
They should never smell.
Yeah.
They should breathe. Yeah. So, as in the case of George Floyd, the trainers must always breathe also.
Yeah, for real, man.
That's right.
Okay. So that looks like a mask, isn't it? Mask
More
in
like
our, what do you call it?
A heart is a heart.
It's a heart. with
It's
eyes.
a heart.
A heart with eyes.
Yeah, but because you can't see the lower part, it would appear that it's
Yeah, it looks like it's a mask.
it's
you know?
a mask.
Street, you know?
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe that's what they meant to do as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. I mean, I like the breakdown, but again, as you say, it's the things that when on a special occasion you just put them on, and then when a man look down and
Imagine a
he's
sunny
got-
day. Sunny
Yeah.
day with shorts.
yeah, well, a man is gonna look down on them trainers and I say, but they look like, but he's not seen what he's expected to see.
He's never seen them before.
He's not. Yeah, so no, I like the whole concept. Seriously, I like the concept.
And footwear will never go out of fashion.
No, they can only wear out. The
Yeah,
soul,
that's it.
only
No.
when the soul goes.
But it will never go out. You know,
Buy a new pair.
You can buy a new pair. Even if they now start making metal shoes, I'll be the first one that's gonna customize that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Well,
know that
again,
for
I agree because I remember I was one of the first individual that had a pair of Travel Fox, the booty style, the ones that came up
Okay.
some way back in the days. And again, I think last year I went back and I bought 2 pairs.
Yeah.
And I've worn them because I'm not really fascinated with the Nike because in my time it was more the Travel Fox.
Yeah.
When I was at school it was the Adidas and the Nike competing.
Yeah.
But over in the last say 10 years or probably 20 years actually, yeah, Adidas and Nike they've come to dominate,
Yeah, pretty much.
you know.
They took
But
over
when it
Reebok.
comes to shoes, what we've seen is like the Clarks, they've diversified, so they've gone into more sports, more
Yeah, Clarks
more
do a lot of
trainers.
collaborations as well with like sportier brands and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you see, it's because of our influence on the makes of the shoes and the
Yeah,
trainers.
It's true.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying we need to move away from using their thing. Is that we need to just bun it.
Literally.
Yeah, yeah. We literally need to bun it because it's our creativity that they're thriving off. Yeah, we set the trends, and I
Yes.
think that's where I'm really excited about the brand side of things. Yeah. Okay. Right. So you was again at the studio. So you're saying you was at 21.
Come from there.
Yeah, that's where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So you're there basically 24/7, man.
Coming back.
Yeah,
And you're going back.
It sleeps there, man. At this rate, it's just
Yeah, well, winter come, you'll have a different take on all of that. And even I know when winter time comes
yeah, I can
and
imagine.
it's snowing and that, man ain't really too keen on wearing his
Because now I
trainers
have one blanket, I'll have two.
too.
I'll have 2 blankets.
Yeah. Well, we would say is we want for you to get your rest.
Yeah, no, of course, I do get my rest. Listen, with me, I don't need to rest until
Things are
I've
established.
achieved- Yes.
Yeah. It's when you're established. Yeah. Well,
Sleep for the week.
sleep for the week.
For the
Okay.
week.
Okay. Well, let me play another tune and then we can just take a little break. Yeah. And gather our thoughts and then we can come back again. Yeah.
Is our poverty, yeah. Destruction of our soul is vanity. Oh, do you wear? Do you wear? Whoa, whoa, destiny, destiny. Na 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 na, yeah 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 yeah. And I said these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So sometimes you think it's peace and safety. It could be for a sudden destruction. Said you wake up this morning, you better give thanks. You don't know if you're gonna live to see tomorrow. Life is much more precious than gold. Yeah, yeah. And if the truth hasn't been told, so I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. I show you I ain't out on the corner. I see a giant by me, say I go on the corner, on the corner. The youth them really now want no water. I see them go see I left the border. Cause I damn know them say them can no they can play. I don't care come in and shots start to spray. Only innocent life, girl, I'm taken away. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful nights. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. Just sometimes I think it's peace and safety. It could be fear for sudden destruction. So you wake up this morning, you better give thanks. You don't know if you're gonna live to see tomorrow. Life is much more precious than gold. Yeah, yeah. And if the truth hasn't been told, so I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize it's a serious time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Serious time. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. If you listen carefully now, you will hear. This could be the first trumpet. This will be the last. Many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. Things are not the way they used to be. I won't tell no lie. One and all got to face reality now. Though I try to find the answer to all the questions they ask, oh, I know it's impossible. Go living through the past, don't tell no lie. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. Can't keep them down. If you listen carefully now, you will hear. It's a natural mystic. This could be the first trumpet, might as well be the last. Many more will have to suffer, many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. I won't tell no lie. If you listen carefully, now you will hear. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. Such a natural mystic blowing through the air. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. Such a natural mystic blowing through the air. Such a natural mystic blowing.
Yes, family. So yeah, you had a little snippet. Yeah. So let's get back to the real thing, the real deal, and the voice of the youngers. Yeah, our entrepreneurs. So yeah, we've got Ish back in the hot seat, and yeah, Cass, thanks for that insight. You know. So yeah, time is running and passing. Mine is 9:35 already. You know, and there's so much things happening again this week, yeah. You know, but yeah, young blood. You know, we've
Yes,
got a
sir.
potential to make things happen amongst the youngsters in Edmonton. You're in an area where, you know, as an activist, a politician, you know, one who's been in politics for a number of years. I'm seeing the energy, and no doubt I'm excited. Yeah. So I'm taking it as a younger. You've still got the grassroots links with a number of youngsters because again, you've said you've got them demonstrating, and you're training them in your skill. You know what you've got to afford, what you can afford to offer them at this present time. Yeah. So, what additional help would you say yourself would need?
I wouldn't mind a little bit of funding. As of so far, the brand I got it from the bottom ground up. It's all just been my pockets kind of thing. Just funding to be helpful.
Okay. So, did you try for the Princess Fund? Did you try for anything like that?
Princess Fund, never heard of it.
Okay. Okay.
What is it that they do? They support
small businesses.
Small
I mean,
businesses?
it's what Prince Charles has been doing for a number of years.
Okay.
Another thing you might have seen Colin mention is that there's X amount of money that comes into the borough.
Into the boroughs, yeah, I heard.
For regeneration.
Yeah,
But because to a certain extent we are not structured
to receive that money.
to receive the money.
They think we're not structured. That's
Or-
what it is.
Yeah, well, that
That's
is the other
what-
thing, and there is an element of assimilation because you look at the makeup of the community. It so happened that the Turkish Greek community they come under ethnic minorities as well. So the funds are put towards ethnic minority. They're not put towards black or African and Caribbean. You understand? So there's an element of institutional racism there. Yeah, there's a disparity. So the funds that's supposed to come to us, we don't see the funds. So we're not able to regenerate ourselves to get ourselves out of our situation. So that's how they manipulate the system to suit themselves and to deprive yourselves further. Because where there's deprivation, it always attract money. Yeah. So these are the things that we need to look into, and we need to be able to also bring the local councillors because they're supposed to work on your behalf, in the
Yep.
sense that they're supposed to let you know where these funding streams are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be sure to
and
mention that
direct
next
you
meeting.
towards it. And when they see you've got a number of youths, they should be excited because they're then saying, "Well, where have you been? We've been looking for you all this time." And
We're
that
here,
again
man.
is part of the reason why it's necessary to have some social element amongst that
youth.
area there,
Yep.
so the youths they can come in. It's like having a youth club, but in an environment. The
shopping
challenge
centre.
is going to be for us to work with the police as an example. Yeah, you'd think that having community beat officers might help because there's a bridge. Yeah, but I think the role we can play obviously is as a bridge between ourselves and them. Yeah,
I agree.
because when I used to do the Warbler, it was the police that initially gave us that pump priming funding. You know,
Yeah.
so like as you said, you need funding. So the reason why you've not made the application, and another thing, Kaz, is it something that you're familiar to do in order to put in bids? Have you acquired that skill, or do you know anybody that can do?
What type of bids?
So much like in terms of like bidding for funding and stuff, or like getting like investors to fund you or put money in. I'm a bit shaky on that as well, because like when it comes to like investment into your business, it's a bit like what you mentioned earlier about like selling out.
Yeah,
You can easily like cross the line of selling out.
sell it. Yeah.
But I
because-
feel like when it comes from community funding or like council funding, that it's easier to like.
Yeah, because there's no comeback as such. All you need to do is to make sure you can regenerate
Their money.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what they will do at some point, they will stop funding you.
Yeah.
They won't expect the money back,
Oh yeah.
but they'll just stop funding you.
And that could.
And that will
Yeah.
cripple you, especially if you try to grow too quickly and you ain't got the revenue to meet your outlay. That could be problematic. But then, again, there are training that can be added for those things. So one of the things that we need to do is to be able to identify the areas that we need to point you in and be comfortable to point you in that direction, because sometimes we think that we must go ahead, secure the money, and then give you what. You understand? So that's where the trust needs to be established insofar as aims and objectives, so that we know what we're sowing is going to reap something, so everybody benefit, and everybody benefit if the community benefit. Yeah, because we need to have all the businesses that you see being demonstrated within the community. We should be able to go to a supermarket that is us. You understand? We should need to rely upon them. They need to rely on us because we have everything. But oftentimes we don't even seem to realize that, you know. But yeah, so that's the funding. The other thing is the space.
Which is kind of working itself out at the moment. The space I'm quite happy with what I've been acquired with at the moment. It's been what, 3 days or 4 days. I feel like I've taken good use of it, taken good care of it, and I can see it carrying on. Really, yeah.
Yeah, well, again, like I'm saying, I'm excited, and I'm sure Colin, he's expressed his excitement.
Colin's a great man.
Yeah. So we hope obviously that that journey continues. Yeah. And through that we'll be able to put more pressure on management as well as the council.
Yeah.
And indeed the MP, you know, in order for us to get our youths within the community galvanized in a manner that they are proactive,
Yeah.
you know, insofar as their own creativity skills. And you yourself will be able to probably go around to the schools. I don't know.
Yeah, I've done a few courses, so like I've got all the mentoring, sort of talking to young people, all that kind of stuff. This year I was looking into probably going to schools. I'll go back to my secondary school, run a 1-2 workshops there, see how it goes. Obviously, just to get a hand of it in terms of schools, because I haven't done a school, because that's obviously scheduled to 45 minutes, knowing that workshop has to be 45. Yeah, I haven't done that before, but I'm happy. With me, I take every chance in the chin. Like, if it's wrong, if I've done it wrong, I'm going to go back and redo it. Just like paint, I've taken that into my actually live lesson. Like, everything I do is not the first time I'm going to do it. And I believe that if I've done it this time wrong, next time I can do it way better.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the way it is. Yeah, so the next thing obviously I'll need to do is I'll need to get Colin into that hot seat, and then we're going to have that conversation, because we're like old soldiers. So when we're here, you know, we're going to be holding the council, the community to account.
Yeah, I can imagine that meeting.
In order for them, and then we have to promote it.
Yeah, for them to understand, get a message across.
Yeah, because again, as you say, I mean, no promotion really was done here on this show as an example.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we need to get that sorted. We need to make sure that we've got computers that we can design
or stuff
social
on.
media flyers so we can circulate and
just get the right equipment for the
and
for the kids.
Yeah, and to empower the young people for them to believe that, you know, RAS as an example is real active structured supported solutions for them. Yeah, to engage them, because I know it will regenerate. It take away the dependency from the funds, because the money can be generated immediately.
Yeah.
And we're proud to wear it, and also it'll break down the conflict, because that is the aim, to break down the conflict, so that when you see, like, a lot of people will wear the Nike, but because Nike don't really represent anything as such other than a brand.
Mainly athletes.
Yeah, but it's not that everybody wear Nikes, but the consciousness behind it you're not aware of. It's not like a Jordan. Yeah, Jordan should have taken over Nike.
Yeah, well, we got a fair amount percentage.
Yeah, I know, but the amount that he sold paid them back for what they paid him.
And the money that they're still making off him.
Off him.
Off his name.
Off his name. You see what I'm saying? So these are the examples I'm citing. So that's why we need to take ownership from the off. And that's what generally they're afraid of. Huh?
Yeah, that's how they'll do it from the jump.
Right, but from the ghetto, it comes from selling this T-shirt and regenerating it, giving you the benefit of investing in the first place. So you get the concession, you get the loyalty, yeah, and that is regenerated within the community. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's the understanding that we need to reason, and for you to make me understand the practicality of it, as to how we can move it forward. Because the moment we do that, it becomes a revolution.
Yeah.
Because it solves a hell of a lot of things. You see what I'm saying?
True, sir.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, have the final words because we've got 15 minutes and
For everyone that's listening, thank you for listening to us, tuning in. I was just gonna, obviously my Instagram is ishkicks_. So that again is ISHKICKZ_. Feel free to follow, just be updated with the new stuff that's coming out, some new costumes, and even look at the old ones, and there may be something you like. Also, don't forget No Cap Productions. Follow them on Instagram and Festi Life. Double O underscore. Yeah, this is the people that I'm around. Follow check their pages. The stuff that I am on, they're on the same thing. We're all on just achieving and being successful, taking mom out of the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? This is why we're doing it. But yeah, hopefully motivate some young people. And
yeah, well, without a doubt, our support is like with you. So we say salute to Colin out
salute
there.
to Colin. Yeah.
And the work that you're doing.
Big up Colin.
It will be a legacy, So we just have to help and support you in the best way as is possible. Yeah. So yeah.
We're happy to be a part of Colin's legacy then. More than happy to be a part.
You're already part of it. It's for us again have the understanding, in order to push you and to get you the additional support. Because if we don't get you the additional support, the dream won't be a reality.
I agree.
Well, not where we are at now.
Yeah.
But you can't allow or afford anybody to spoil your dream.
Yes, sir.
And aspiration. Where we're at is we've got to use our experience to bring it home. So we've got to expose their failings, and I've got a lot of archive stuff that needs to come to the forefront.
Yeah.
And myself right now it's about action. I'm fed up of talking.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from this platform, I try not to talk when I'm out on the road. I just wear my t-shirt.
I always say it, practice over preaching.
Yeah.
Practice over preaching.
Yeah. So again, it's more important that I have yourself saying it as it is than me self-praising. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
that's what I'm hoping to be representing. And it will explain again to you, the listeners out there, the whole concept to us. Yeah. And as I keep repeating, it's about outside of love, what our young people need is real, active, structured, supported solutions. Once we can afford you those support, then you yourself are the solutions. Yeah, but we have to keep it real. It has to be active. But
You guys keeping it real is going to make us keep it real for the younger generation,
Yeah.
the ones that are behind us.
Yeah.
Because now we've been taught by the people that you guys are, and you guys know who you are. And I feel like we're basically getting mentored at the same time, because we're learning every single day that I'm with Collins. I'm learning new things that I know that next person that I can pass this on to, I'll know what to say and how to motivate them to just keep pushing. Because Collins did give me a lot of motivation. I saw myself stopping doing it. I've thought about that so many times. But it's meant to happen. Like, I met Collins and the opportunity came and we're here.
Yeah, well, again, as you probably would have heard, we discuss. It's not new, because he was in this building over 20 years ago. We was there at the beginning together, and it's like we got more or less taken out at the same time. From the moment I got arrested, everything started to go like that. Yeah, because all of these killings wasn't happening on my watch.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's in my anger and frustration I came back, and I'm saying to us, enough is enough. you know, because on my watch, these killings weren't happening. You know, and it's really sad to see. But I still have had to come back with the solution. And the strange thing about it, I had this at the time when I was doing the Warblow. But when I was doing Warblow, my kids were in their teens. They hadn't reached the 18 as yet.
And Turas has already existed.
Yeah, Turas, the concept was already there. But the problem is like with my daughter wanted to run with it, but she was too young. Yeah? So I made it known to her, if I was to give you Ras now, yeah, when mom asks you where you're going, what you going to tell her? You see what I'm saying? You're going to tell her you're going to Ras. You see what I'm saying? So the concept was always there. Yeah? But the thing is, I say to her, wait until you reach the 18. When you've gone to the school, the college, and you've come out and you realize the opportunities that you thought you had, yeah, because you're now qualified, you realize now your skin becomes an issue. Yeah? And then when you get to that, there's like I say, Ras, where did that come from? So that's when you come into the real world. And that's the Ras world. The Ras world is the real world. So that's why I'm then saying to you, what you need is real, active, structured, supported solution to deal with that problem. Yeah? But the good thing about it, those that were in the Warblow, they're now, like my daughter, she's now giving me a grandchild. You see what I'm saying? So they're now adults. So the reason why you say I've come back is like they're saying to me, Clive, you need to come back and regenerate the idea around the Warblow, the creativity, and all of those things, so you can channel your energy. And that's why I've come back. But I ain't got the energy, so I need to pass it on. I need to put it in you guys' hands in order for you to take it and run with it. And I got the evidence to go to the council and show them, listen, this is what I was doing before. It was successful. You choose to take me out. And since then, it's been bloodshed, not just in Enfield, but throughout the whole of London and up and down the country.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm an embarrassment. So if they ever ask me the question, what's this is about, and I set about telling them, they ain't going to want to know. But I've got the evidence to show them.
To show you.
You understand? So you're in a good position with Colin, because oftentimes we have to take a step back in order for others to realize the potential and they take the opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So yeah, be encouraged, you know, and be resolute. We will hold management at the centre to account
Within
because
2
they make
weeks.
promises to myself.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah. Again, as you see on this, it says #107. #107 is that young man Julio Gomez that was killed the 14th of September last year. So come next month, we're going to be doing an event again in Jubilee Park. We're going to do the memorial. We did the birthday. So the creativity that we're going to generate locally, we again will be looking to demonstrate it in the Jubilee Park. And we've been Edmonton Green because you notice they've taken over one of the units, used to be Art Zone. They're turning that into some conference or banqueting suite, you know.
Upstairs in the market.
Upstairs, you know. But you could see, to a certain extent, you could see the community has been taken over by more or less one culture. So if we don't seize our opportunity now, we may well lose it indefinitely. Is what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. It's an opportune time for yourself, you know. And we've got an MP, which I'm sure she will be more sympathetic once we know that the structures are there to support, because she's certainly got at least another 4 years. Whereas before I stepped in, that wasn't the case. If you go in Edmonton Green, you see underneath our offices, you'll see my banner.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it's her waiting to see what it represents to a certain extent, and it represent yourselves, the youths, being given real, active, structured, supported solutions, because that's what you need. That's what's been promised. That's what my expectation is from our offices. So it's for her to let us know
When?
where and where the funds are, and for us to structure.
Where are they?
Yeah, because it comes in. Where is it being hidden?
Yes.
Yeah,
Their
because you need to
pockets.
get it. You need to be structured. That's the only excuse that they can put on us for us not to have it. You understand? So just be mindful of these things and start to search out more and hold us accountable to be able to give you more and more information.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll establish some form of a network also, whereby people will phone in, give us the information in order to pass on the informations to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've come to realize I've been talking so much, I never even gave the phone line number for this evening, not even once. You know, because
Phone line
oftentimes
is
we do get
phone
phone
calls,
in. Yeah, so it means that your colleagues can phone in and tell you
Ask
what's
some
going
questions,
on. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Well, that's going to be for next time. So I
Next
look
time.
forward to linking with yourselves another time, and I'm excited to see you grow. I'm going to obviously come and see yourself. I've got an appointment with, I think, Althea this Friday.
This Friday,
Because
yeah.
I'm going to discuss the brand. You need to give me an email address so I can give you the outline.
Of that meeting.
No, of what concept, because there's a governing document. There's everything is in writing.
Oh, for this whole.
Yeah, you think it's
we
all
need
in my head?
We need to read that.
No, it's not all in my head. I mean, I've tweaked it over the years, obviously, you know. But yeah, it's all documented.
So it's already right.
Yeah, but I'm
That's the man. You got the right person for that.
yeah. Well, again, from a moment you open up, and again we've got what's the other brother that does
Reese.
Reese that does the
Yeah.
drama.
Writing, director, producer, actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Reese.
yeah. So again,
No Cap Productions. Real Cap Productions.
yeah. So there's a
Real Cap
documentary.
Productions,
There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
documentary to be had. There's a story again to be had. Yeah, you understand? Because I'm coming to realize even my own journey is part of history.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's important that that is passed on before somebody takes it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're all ducking and diving. You know? Okay. Yeah. 3 minutes. Listen, I have to thank you because I have to thank the listeners and wind this thing out. Wish them all the best, obviously, for this week. There's so much happening. We've got a sister who's having an ascension ceremony, I think, on Thursday. You know, there's another thing that's happening over there in Harlesden come the 13th, which coincidentally, as you know, is like my Earth Strong, you know. So people out there, I'm going to just spend a little time and just have a few little words, you know, whilst I wish my young soldiers all the best, you know, and yeah, we'll no doubt link up this week.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I was just gonna leave and say, within all this the whole project that's happening, I was gonna say it's easy to make a stronger children than repairing a broken man, which is why we're doing what we're doing with the workshops and everything that's gonna go down up there in the green.
Okay, yeah, respect. Well, obviously, I know that. You understand?
Yeah.
So, broken people are hard to repair.
No,
That's
hard.
why our elders
Make them stronger
make
from the
the way
roots.
to push the youths forward. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll give thanks for your time, you know, and letting the listeners know the direction, where you're coming from, and where ultimately you are going, you know. So whilst I see a family to the door, yeah, let me just play you another song, yeah? So just bear with me and I'll be right back.
Destruction of our soul is vanity. Oh,
Yeah, we have to rule our own destiny.
do you live? Whoa, whoa, destiny.
Yes, ruling our destiny. Everything is in the hands of our youths. You know what I'm saying? So bless them. Bless them. Bless them. Know thyself, my people. Yeah. Know thyself.
Na 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 na. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize
So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So sometimes you think it's peace and safety. It could be a for sudden destruction. Said you wake up this morning, you better give thanks. You don't know if you're gonna live to see tomorrow. Life is much more precious than gold. Yeah, yeah. And if the truth hasn't been told, so I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. I show you I ain't out for the corner. I see a try find me, say I want for the corner and the corner. You use them really now want no other. I see them go see I left the border. Cause I damn know